Listen to this closely. Today, I am not what you think I am. I am not what I think I am. I am what I think you think I am. My earliest memories of seeking validation and attention are from my childhood days, when I was 4 to 5 years old. It's surprising how small kids soak up everything from the environment, even the need to change oneself in order to be loved and validated. हमारे पिछले वीडियो में हमने बात किया था फ्रीडम के बारे में. External freedom, which is the removal of external constraints, can be done with the help of money and financial literacy. But there are internal constraints that keep us away from truly being free. This steals our internal freedom, and our internal freedom is so much linked to our happiness. How often have you been frozen by the idea of what will people say? How often have you decided not to be yourself and not to do what you usually do because you've affected by other people's opinion? Rather, the question that we should ask ourselves is, have we ever been able to make a decision in which we didn't consider people's opinion in the first place? One of the things that binds us so strongly is our desire for recognition and approval from others. This is such an important part of freedom, yet we usually miss out on this. Our inclination to seek approval from others steals our true freedom. In order to be recognized, we suffer trying to meet other people's expectations. In that process, we end up living someone else's life. I myself had been tired of living this way. I buried my own unique voice so deep inside me that I started singing the songs that the world sang. But these songs never made me feel alive. So here are a few things that I am doing in order to work on this part of me and improve it, and I thought it could help you too. Where does all of this start? Since our childhood, we have been influenced so much by a system called the reward and punishment education. We are rewarded for doing what is required, and we are punished for doing what is unwanted. In this way, our brains have been hardwired to do the things that gain us the rewards, even if it means changing ourselves. The rewards that I mention here are not small. They refer to recognition and validation that we get from people in order to feel accepted. Through evolutionary theories, we have come to know that our ancestors lived as tribes and as groups. Being sent away from this group, being abandoned, being unaccepted, meant death for them, because the environment was so harsh that you could not survive alone. So in today's world, when we seek attention, we seek acceptance, we seek validation from our society, we are indirectly trying to save ourselves from death, because that is how our brains have been hardwired to think. So to some extent, we could say that the desire for recognition is natural to us. Nevertheless, when the desire for recognition is so strong that we cripple our true selves inside us, things go wrong. This is where we move on to our next point: separation of tasks. In Adlerian psychology, we are introduced to a concept called separation of tasks. This is the one idea that I have been using in order to sing songs that are true to myself, that resonates with my soul, even though it would mean that I would be questioned and perhaps even disliked for doing so. This concept suggests that we separate tasks, which requires us to ask, what is my part in this task? How much of the task at hand is my responsibility? What is the part of this task that is not in my hand to complete? For example, being me and doing what I want to do is in my hand, hence it is my task. No one else is going to do it for me, hence all of my attention should be on this task. While what others are thinking about me, while what others opinionate about me is not in my hand, I cannot control or take part in this task. Similarly, it is our task to go upon the stage and deliver the best speech that we can. It is the audience's task to respond or form opinions if they want to. Next example, it is our task to go to the woman that we want to speak to and open our hearts out to her. It is her task to talk back to us or perhaps slap us. Hence, separation of tasks lead to simplification of roles, where we do our part, where we do our task, and let the world do its part and its tasks. A quick rule of thumb to find out who does the task belong to is this. Ask yourself, whoever is ultimately going to receive the end result of a particular choice that is made, of a particular task, that task belongs to that person. So Adlerian psychology is a psychology of courage. You need courage in order to be you, in order to do you, in spite of knowing the fact that some people may not like you for that. True freedom is the courage to be disliked. The courage to be happy is inseparable from the courage to be disliked. Separation of task is not complete non-interference with the life of our loved ones. It just simply means that we are here to help you, but then we cannot do the whole task that is your task for you. You need to do it yourself, but the help will be provided to you if you ask for it and also accept it. Validate yourself. You are not expected to fulfill anyone's expectations. Neither am I. It is not necessary to fulfill everyone's expectations. In the same way, no one else is also responsible to fulfill your expectations. No one else was put on earth in order to fulfill your needs. Hence, you need to be able to take the responsibility of fulfilling your own needs. We need to learn to validate ourselves for who we are. We need to be able to tell ourselves that I am proud of you. Now, this starts with accepting ourselves for who we are, but come on, face it, we also need to work every day to improve ourselves, because as of now, we haven't completely manifested the kings and queens that we truly are from inside. We haven't reached our complete potential. The actionable step that we can take here is to do the things that we love to do. Do the things that actually make you happy. Take time out and spend money on yourself. This will help you so much to build your own self-image. Remember, it is your opinion about yourself that matters the most. It is your validation that you need the most. Another step is to learn to say no. If you feel like this is not what you want, just say no. In this way, you will learn to respect yourself, respect your own opinions, and you will also let the world know that these are how your boundaries look like. This is it for today, guys. I hope you grasped at least one idea that resonated with you, and I hope that you turn this idea into an action today. I am trying to increase the frequency of the videos that I put out every week. I will also reschedule the days on which I will upload. Most probably it'll be Tuesdays and Fridays. So I will, for now, not think of uploading any videos on Thursdays. I hope you'll look out for them. Until then, this is Nikhil Om Shankar and you're watching NKS Nick. Wrap up.